Breaking news from Latin America. If you're not familiar with my channel, I report the news for Central and South America with a special attention on Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. I do these videos for visitors who want to know before they go, as well as for expats who live there and want to see the news in English. Quick heads up. Americans in Colombia applying for a visa now need an FBI background check. Get yours in 24 to 48 hours using On-Call Colombia. On-Call Colombia. The information is below and in the description of all my videos. Make sure you tell them Rob sent you. Okay. The United States is considering reinstating a military base in Ecuador to counter escalating drug trafficking and narco violence. The proposal comes as Ecuador struggles with organized crime, particularly from powerful gangs. U.S. officials argue the base would strengthen regional security and cooperation, but critics warn it could undermine Ecuador's sovereignty. The plan has divided public opinion, with some supporting enhanced security measures and others opposing foreign military presence. The move could significantly alter U.S.-Ecuador relations and regional dynamics, especially amid rising violence. Ecuador's government is weighing the benefits of international support against concerns about autonomy. The proposal has sparked protests and calls for transparency. If approved, the base could become a key hub in the fight against narco trafficking. U.S. travelers to Colombia dropped by 4%. Travel from the United States to Colombia has dropped by 4% in 2025, according to recent data. The decline is linked to safety concerns, economic challenges, and shifting travel preferences. Colombia, known for its vibrant culture and stunning landscapes, is facing rising crime in cities like Medellin and Bogota, deterring visitors. Tourism boards are launching campaigns to promote safety and highlight attractions like Cartagena's historic charm and Medellin's innovation. The drop is impacting Colombia's tourism-driven economy, which relies heavily on foreign visitors. Authorities are increasing security measures to restore confidence, including more police patrols in tourist areas. The decline has sparked urgency to address crime and improve infrastructures to attract travelers back. Colombia's government is working to counter negative perceptions and showcase its rich heritage. This trend could have long-term effects on the nation's economy if not reversed. Texas cracks down on English rules for truckers. Texas is enforcing new English proficiency requirements for commercial truck drivers to enhance road safety. The policy mandates that drivers pass language tests to obtain or renew licenses, targeting non-English speaking individuals. Authorities argue this ensures clear communication during emergencies and compliance with regulations. Critics, however, claim it discriminates against migrant drivers, threatening their livelihoods and the trucking industry. The rule has sparked protests, with drivers arguing it limits job opportunities and unfairly targets minorities. Texas officials stand firm, emphasizing safety as the top priority. The policy is part of a broader effort to standardize trucking regulations across the state. Implementation has begun with testing centers set up to evaluate drivers. The controversy has drawn national attention, highlighting tensions between safety and inclusivity. The trucking industry faces potential disruptions as drivers adapt to the new rules. Breaking news from Brazil: scoped and robbed in Brazil. Two British tourists were scoped and robbed in Brazil while exploring popular nightlife areas. The assailants spiked their drinks, stealing valuables like phones and wallets, leaving the victims disoriented. The incident occurred in a bustling urban district, raising serious concerns about tourist safety. Brazilian police are investigating, but no arrests have been made. The case has prompted the UK to issue warnings urging travelers to exercise caution in Brazil's cities. The victims received medical attention and are recovering, but the ordeal has shaken confidence in Brazil's tourism industry. Authorities are increasing security in nightlife areas to prevent similar incidents. The robbery highlights Brazil's ongoing struggles with tourist-targeted crime, particularly in urban centers. Public outrage has grown, with calls for stronger measures to protect visitors. Headed to Medellin? Complement your vacation with a professional massage that will have you rested and recharged. For professional, experienced, and quality massage in Medellin at a good price, call Andrea. She specializes in deep tissue massage and sciatic nerve release. No need to travel. She comes to you. Contact information is below in the description. More news from Brazil: travel warning, kidnapping and crime surge. A new travel advisory has been issued for Brazil, warning of a surge in kidnappings and violent crime targeting tourists. The alert focuses on cities like Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, where express kidnappings and robberies are rising. Authorities advise avoiding isolated areas and nighttime travel to minimize risk. The advisory follows a series of high-profile attacks on foreign citizens, raising alarms about safety. Brazil's government is boosting police presence in tourist hotspots, but challenges remain. The warning threatens the recovery of Brazil's tourism industry, a key economic driver. Travelers are urged to stay vigilant and follow safety protocols. The advisory has sparked concerns amongst locals and visitors alike, with calls for stronger crime prevention measures. Brazil is working to restore confidence, but the situation remains tense. An important update for Colombia's private health care. Colombia has rolled out new regulations for private health insurance to improve access and quality of care. The rules mandate broader coverage, including preventative care, mental health services, and chronic disease management. The government aimed to reduce disparities between public and private healthcare systems, benefiting millions of Colombians. Critics, however, warn that the changes could raise costs for users, particularly in low-income areas. The policy responds to public demand for better healthcare, especially in rural regions with limited access. Implementation is set for 2026 with strict oversight to ensure compliance. The initiative seeks to strengthen Colombia's healthcare system and improve overall public health outcomes. Authorities are engaging with insurers to address concerns and ensure a smooth transition. The move has sparked hope for better care, but also debate about affordability. Over to Jamaica. Jamaica's elections, fierce battle begins. Jamaica is gearing up for a general election with a fierce contest between the ruling party and a strong opposition. The race focuses on critical issues like economic recovery, unemployment, and rising crime rates. Candidates are campaigning intensely, engaging voters across the island. Polls indicate a tight race with violence and economic challenges dominating debates. The election scheduled for September will shape Jamaica's future policies and leadership. The outcome could shift regional political dynamics with implications for Jamaica's role in the Caribbean. Voters are weighing their options carefully, seeking solutions to pressing challenges. Both parties are pushing bold agendas to win support, from job creation to crime reduction. The election has sparked excitement and tensions as Jamaicans prepare to cast their ballots. Back in Medellin, a man deleted in Medellin over abuse claims. A man was deleted in Medellin's Belencito neighborhood, allegedly after accusations of abusing a young one. Unknown assailants attacked the suspect, and police are investigating the motive, suspecting vigilante justice. The incident has shocked the community, raising concerns about young one's safety and extrajudicial actions. Authorities have increased patrols to prevent further violence and are urging residents to avoid taking the law into their own hands. The case highlights Medellin's ongoing struggles with violence and abuse, prompting calls for stronger preventative measures. The deletion has sparked public debate about justice and safety in Medellin, with residents demanding accountability. Authorities are committed to addressing the root cause of such incidents. In more U.S.-Ecuador relations, U.S. labels Ecuador's gangs as terrorist. The United States has designated Ecuador's major narco gangs, Los Choneros and Los Lobos, as terrorist organizations, escalating the fight against girl trafficking. The move aims to disrupt their violent operations, including deletions, extortion, and girl smuggling across Latin America. Ecuador's government supports the designation, citing a surge in gang-related violence. The U.S. will impose stricter sanctions and enhance international cooperation to dismantle these networks. Critics warn the label could complicate local efforts to manage gang influence, potentially escalating conflicts. The decision marks a new phase in combating narco-terrorism with significant implications for regional security. Ecuador is grappling with rising crime, and the terrorist label could reshape law enforcement strategies. Public fear of gang violence is growing, pushing authorities to act decisively. The move has sparked debate about balancing security and human rights. Medellin's hunt for fugitive Timothy Livingston. Medellin is on high alert as authorities intensify their search for Timothy Allen Livingston, a fugitive wanted for alleged crimes. For over a year, Livingston has evaded capture, prompting a citywide manhunt. Police have released his description and are working with international agencies to track him down. Details of Livingston's alleged crimes remain undisclosed, but authorities are treating the case with urgency. The manhunt has heightened public concern about safety, especially in tourist-heavy areas. Medellin's government is committed to apprehending Livingston to restore confidence in law enforcement. Community vigilance is high and residents report sightings aiding the investigation. The case underscores challenges in tackling transnational crime in Colombia. Authorities are urging anyone with information to come forward. That's right, 1, 2, 3. This cat's been on the run for a while. Let's get him. More news from Ecuador. Ecuador's nightlife crushed from extortion. Ecuador's vibrant nightlife is under siege as criminal gangs escalate extortion and violence. Bars and clubs in cities like Quito and Guayaquil are shutting down, with owners facing deletion threats and demands for payments. The crisis, driven by narco gangs, has devastated tourism and local businesses. Police have increased patrols, but fear persists amongst residents and visitors. The government is facing mounting pressure to implement stronger anti-gang measures to curb the violence. The situation threatens Ecuador's economy, heavily reliant on nightlife and tourism. Community leaders are calling for comprehensive strategies to address gang influence and protection. This crisis highlights the growing power of criminal organizations in Ecuador. Back in Medellin, Medellin slams foreigners release in a recent abuse case. And this is one just from a few days ago. If you recall the video, they showed him getting arrested. 2 guys, one American, Colombia. It looked like he was Hispanic. They let him go. The next day they let him go, and the mayor is pissed, and I can't say I'm blaming him. Medellin's security secretary has publicly criticized the release of a foreigner accused of young one abuse, igniting public outrage. The suspect, arrested for allegedly exploiting young ones, was freed due to legal technicalities, prompting calls for stricter penalties. Authorities are reviewing the case to ensure justice, intensifying efforts to protect vulnerable children. The incident has highlighted gaps in Medellin's legal system, with residents demanding reforms to prevent similar outcomes. The security secretary reaffirmed the city's commitment to combating abuse with increased patrols and community programs. The case has sparked protests, with locals urging accountability and stronger child protection measures. The controversy underscores ongoing challenges in tackling exploitation in Medellin, a city striving to maintain its reputation as a safe destination. If you're in Medellin, do more than just parqueyeres. Take a tour. See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel. His information is coming up towards the end of this video, but reach out to him. There's a whole lot more in this city to do and see. Paraglide. Have you paraglided? Have you walked El Peñol? Have you gone to Tres Cruces? Have you gone, taken the cable cars up to Parque RV? Have you been to Parque Botero? Where have you been? See the city. Have you done 70? Have you done 33? Most of you guys don't even know what 33 is. So, well, most of the visitors don't know. But those in Laureles, of course, you know. And those who've been over to Sweet Georgia Cafe over there, which is still open, by the way, get on by. Anyway, you're up to date with the latest news out of all over Latin America. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe.
Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. This is Born Rob.
So, hey, girl. Thanks for coming by my place.
No worries. You mind if our girlfriend can come by with us?
Hell no. This is why I watch DC Rob. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below.